Welcome back to Tactics Talk with Guido. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. For this episode, we are going to talk about a fairly specific item, and it's going to be timing and its effect on assessing the battle. Timing and its effect on assessing the battle. One of the things you'll start to learn as you get more and more experience with this game is that you can start to use timing to a large extent to sort of figure out what is going on in the battle. So you'll see that I've loaded into Tundra and my Tier 8 Object 252U, which is a Russian premium heavy tank, and I'm a bottom tier in a 357. I've spawned into the north spawn and I'm headed over to the west side. So you've got two basic choices. As far as I'm concerned on this map, it's go up to the hill where this T-49 is headed up, or head over here into this lane. Typically I will be over on the hillside. That's where I will lean towards, even as a bottom tier. But this time I decide to go over to the lane side, and I decide to go over to the lane side because this is a very good tank for locking down channelized lanes like you'll find on the one line. So I'm headed over here. You'll see that we're about 40 seconds into the battle. I see the 251 right there. Got an FV trolling around, and you'll see that they've already stacked at least 3 tanks up near the hill. You've got a grill in the middle. There's a Carnarvon and a Tiger II been spotted a while back. I've got a mod moving up. The mod is looking down this corridor, and if anything had showed up there that was fast, he would have probably seen it. So timing. I know it's going to take me quite a long time to get over here on the one line and get set up. This is a decently fast heavy, but a relatively slow tank overall. Also, I'm just one heavy coming over here, so I want to be careful. But so far so good. Nothing fast has showed up, and I don't necessarily expect anything fast. But now as I trundle in here, as I come around this corner, if they did send any heavies or mediums that are going to play turret games on this little ridge that I'm coming up to, it's about now that I would start to see them. And if they were slow getting there, maybe the Tiger II or something took a while, or maybe they stopped, about the time I come around this corner, this little rise, I should see somebody here, but I don't. And in fact, I see an artillery back there. And it looks like the artillery is running away, or perhaps he thought he was a little exposed and he's repositioning. So I'm going to watch this go down. But what I also know is, based on timing, on how long it takes me to get here and how long it typically takes the enemy to get here, there probably should already be somebody here if they're coming. And look at all the tanks that are stacked up on the hill over there right now. So what I have to do to get my gun in the game is find somebody to shoot. If I simply sit here on this one line and wait for this battle to develop, then I'm probably going to start losing teammates and hit points, and I'm not going to be helping the team win. And because I'm paying attention to the timing, and I understand what it takes to get over to this side, I'm starting to suspect something. So I look here and, well, let's see. Now, one of the reasons I didn't charge in there right away is because of what I said earlier. If something is slower, or they got busy looking at something, they may even now start coming around this corner and starting to look at me. So I don't want to commit just yet, but I've already have a sneaking suspicion that something is going on here. T-54, I think, also has that suspicion. So I decide here, yep, with the T-54 moving up and taking a more forward position, the artillery looked like it was taking off, and nobody's showing up because of what I know about timing, then I am assessing that there is very likely not much here. Now I take a bit of a chance crossing because there can be TDs sitting up there about where the RHM was spotted, a little bit closer to be able to see me, but I'm not seeing anything. And I was hoping to catch the GW back here, but he was in fact completely running away, and he ends up taking a hit, and I go all the way around. Now this is not ideal because I have still been out of the battle for quite a long time. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes, coming up on 3 minutes before I've even fired my gun. And also, if you look at the hill, it is well stacked up. The good news is that the hill's done a decent job. They are pushing across the middle a bit, so we are doing well overall. Timing. Timing on when to push, understanding where the enemy tanks can be, paying attention to what is on the map, and then making your decision to push in. Now, I won't show the rest of this. This is more of a quick hit kind of idea. I end up with 2,000 damage and get top experience on this battle. works out for me well, but it's all late damage. As a matter of fact, the conditions for victory were easily set without me right here. But it's just an example of when you go to a flank and you're paying attention, you can use timing to sort of understand what is going on. So I hope that helped you out. If it did, make sure you subscribe, and as always, we will see you.